First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning. Hopefully you didn't pick that last little bit up. It's Tuesday, January the 18th. You are with us now on the Sioux's only local news show, First Local Mornings.
That's right.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, which
Yes.
is probably the question for people in Toronto. How are they doing today?
Yes.
Because they had a really mess yesterday.
Yes.
I can't
Oh.
believe. Like the 401 is bad on a good day.
Okay.
Can you imagine with 50 centimeters on the highway and what happened? And people were stranded on the highway for about 12 hours. They couldn't move because there was so much snow.
12 hours.
12 hours.
Wow.
And
That
I
is
could not
something.
imagine being in Toronto yesterday with all
Okay.
that snow.
So
Like,
I
it's
can't
just
even be
crazy.
sarcastic about this.
No,
is
because
what
I mean,
you're
50
saying.
centimeters here in the Sioux is bad enough.
Okay.
Right? Can you imagine in Toronto where there's absolutely
Oh, look
nowhere
at that, eh?
to
Wow.
put the snow?
Okay.
Like just crazy.
Yeah, that does look
And
kind
I'll
of,
just segue that into what's happening here because we have a weather advisory issued for later on today. I mean, compared to what Toronto got, this is just like a drop in the bucket, but it's only like 10 to 15 centimeters that we're expecting, as opposed to 50, but it is going to be kind of wintry out later on this afternoon into our evening, especially during the overnight where we're going to see
Okay.
some heavy snow, and I'll give you more details coming up
Yes.
on that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the moon last night.
The
I
moon
mean,
last
it was
night.
cloudy, and
But
you were able
she showed
to get
herself. I wasn't, I knew. And even this morning when I came out, before I show you one of my more artistic pictures, it was cloudy this morning, but as she always does, the clouds parted
Yeah.
just as I was coming down my steps, and there it was.
There it
Hey,
was.
Heidi, have a great day. I'm going to bed now.
There
All
it
right.
is.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at me getting all artistic.
With the-
Still
Yeah.
looks like a light bulb.
It doesn't look like a light bulb. If there were a light bulb hanging in the sky, surrounded by clouds, majestically lit and illuminating the cloud cover around it,
you
sparking
go.
off the icicles,
Beautiful
framed by
shot.
trees. It's not bad, eh?
Yeah, it's a nice shot, Mike. Come
yeah.
on.
Yeah, so, and follow me for more natural shots of the moon because I took a whole bunch of them. I'm going to post more today because people who know me and love me know that the moon is my thing, and that was fantastic. You can still feel the effects of the full moon for up to 3 days after the full
good.
moon. So
Okay.
if you didn't
We'll
charge
need
your
it.
crystals, charge them up.
Okay, I will give you more details on the weather advisory coming up.
Yes.
Right now, Heidi has all your news.
I have some news, yes. Okay. So we did bring you coverage of a 10-year-old boy who was ejected from a vehicle in a horrific collision rollover story. We do have an update on young Jack as provided by his grandmother. He is in this moment at the Toronto's Hospital for Sick Children, fighting for his life. His grandmother, Shelley McKee, did provide us with updates on both Jack as well as the mother who was involved in the collision. Shelley McKee did indicate the mother remains in custody, of course, facing serious charges. She has no bail in this moment and no surety. When it comes to the little man, she had a little bit more information as well as a request. She said, I just spoke to Matt, who is Jack's father, in person. Jack is responding and surgery went well. He has sensation in his extremities and has had his breathing tube removed, so he's breathing on his own. He looked around the room. He recognized his father. He is stable in this moment, however, is still in ICU. She indicated that the surgery did happen the day before yesterday, and she also wanted to thank everyone from coast to coast for the overwhelming love, prayers, and support for Jack and the families involved. She does ask that the prayers do continue while he is, definitely improving. He is still not yet out of the woods. So keep fighting the good fight, little Jack. We're all thinking about you. So more on the investigation into the sudden death in Jamestown that did unfortunately result in the passing of Tori Simpson. The family in this moment indicates they have more questions than answered. And one of the most significant questions that they're asking is when will they get to claim their daughter's body? So one of the parents did post the day before yesterday, here we are 12 days later and still nothing. When are we able to see our daughter? And so Dan Gray, on behalf of our agency, Sue Online, he has been in contact with the family throughout the past week. He has listened to their frustrations and has also been speaking with friends of the family. Now, Becky Sawyer, who is the individual who did set up the GoFundMe page to support the family in acquiring the funds that they need to lay Tory to rest, she is beyond frustrated. Her thoughts are that it does make, some of the people handling the investigation look incompetent. She said that they aren't telling the family anything. They aren't releasing the body. Jen and Shane, the parents involved, have only seen a picture. So how is it that the parents of the person who has passed away, whose life was taken, how is it that they're not being kept in the loop? And when will they get to lay their daughter to rest? So we did reach out to Sault Police Service with this request and a few other questions, including whether or not has it actually been confirmed as a homicide, and if so, has an individual been arrested? Is there anybody, in custody? So Lincoln Loudett, who is the communications manager for the Sault Police Service, did respond yesterday afternoon. He did indicate that officers are no longer holding the scene, but the investigation is ongoing and further details will be released as they become available. So no information really being provided in this moment, and we will certainly continue to follow the story, and we will bring you updates as they become available. All right. What else can I tell you? So the police have issued a warning because apparently there have been an increase in complaints about fraud, and these particular fraud issues are in regards to cryptocurrency. So recently a victim was contacted and directed to use a Bitcoin ATM to deposit money into the fraudster's account. On this occasion, the victim was told that they were speaking to a fraud advisor at a financial institution and to deposit money into a cryptocurrency account. So in this incident, the victim was scammed out of approximately $14,000. And the police are saying that since August 2021, they have received at least 9 cryptocurrency/Bitcoin related fraud complaints. We urge everyone, they are saying, they urge everyone in the community, do not transfer money or cryptocurrency to anyone that you do not know. So often seniors and new Canadians are the targets of these cryptocurrency related frauds. So please have a discussion with people in your life and ensure they are aware of these types of fraudulent activity. Staff at businesses that have the Bitcoin ATMs are trained. They often recognize potential victims and will warn them not to transfer money. So if a staff member advises you it is fraudulent, please take their advice and contact the police. And if you ever have any concerns about a potential scam or fraudulent activity, please contact the police at 949-6300. Okay, I'm being nudged in the direction of Mr. Craig Huckerby, our weather specialist, with the voices of the weather models ringing ever so clearly in his ears. So, what are they saying today, Craig?
Well, they're saying we're under a weather advisory issued by Environment Canada around 4:15 this morning, and we're looking at around 15 centimeters total by this time tomorrow morning. The area affected is anywhere from Wawa right to St. Joe Island. So we're all under the gun for some heavy snow. Later on tonight, we're just going to see light flurries for the day, and we're going to start seeing those winds pick up. Let's take a look outside. Looks pretty calm right now. We have some very thick gray clouds rolling in. Those clouds will start producing that light flurry activity early this afternoon, and then it starts to pick up with some winds. Let's take a look now at your 12-hour forecast. This is what we look like. We're looking at, right now we're kind of cool, around minus 18. We're heading towards -4, but then we're going to drop overnight tonight to minus 23, and we're going to see that snow and wind build in this afternoon and mostly into the evening period and during the overnight. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to have a thick blanket on your car. So I'm just giving you a heads up right there. I'll have your complete 3-day forecast coming up. Heidi?
And if you don't have a windshield cover, you need to go and get yourself one. They're not very expensive and they're fantastic. Okay, we're going to go to a break in this moment. So, go fill your cup. Listen to the words of our sponsors, Superior Adult Learning, helping adults in particular reach their literacy goals. Huron Catholic Superior register your children for kindergarten. The Huron Superior Catholic District School Board is inviting you to do so. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Morning. We've been doing little segments showcasing various businesses in the community as part of our commitment to the Love Local program. So, in that vein, I want to talk to you a little bit about Due North Cannabis Company. So, founded by a father and son team who dreamed of creating an approachable and engaging space where people could come together to explore cannabis for all its offerings. So after years of involvement in the cannabis industry, the duo had a vision for a retail experience like no other, combining a love of Northern Ontario and unparalleled enthusiasm for cannabis. They seek to create a truly Canadian retail experience, highlighting their love of cottages, cabins, and the great outdoors.
My name is Robert Carroll, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Due North Cannabis Company, and I'm also one of the co-founders. About 8 years ago, my aunt had breast cancer, and she started using cannabis to treat her symptoms, and her quality of life totally changed around for the better. So in business school, I started working with medical patients to help them gain access to a prescription for medical cannabis, and I convinced a few of my peers for our culminating business plan to focus on opening a cannabis retailer. That was about 4 years ago, so it's really awesome to see all of this come together. But of course, I think one of the main driving factors was simply all of the benefits that we saw over the years of people using cannabis, and to have the opportunity to participate in a brand new industry. It's not often that an industry develops almost out of thin air, and that really is what cannabis is today. And ultimately, being able to work with my father was also one of the big motivating factors. My father's family is from the Sioux, and I've actually been coming here my whole life. I lived in Thunder Bay for 10 years, and then of course moved to Southern Ontario to pursue my education, but I was always wanting to get back to the north. And Sault Ste. Marie just seemed like the perfect opportunity. The unique part about Sault Ste. Marie really is the openness and receptiveness of the community to you as a small business owner. The reception to what we were doing here was always open and welcome, and I think that's one of the most unique parts about Sault Ste. Marie. When it comes to local business in a big city, you can identify with the fact that they're a local business, but when it comes to a small community like Sault Ste. Marie, you're identifying with the fact that, oh, that's my friend of a friend, or that's my cousin. You know, in some way I know these people, so there's just something a bit more tangible about being locally owned and operated in a small community. The thing that stands out to me the most about Sault Ste. Marie is how quickly the community is to mobilize whenever somebody's in need. What we started doing from the start was engaging with local charity organizations to do charity drives, raise money. One big thing that we've been able to do month over month is engage with other local businesses to do these sorts of events in our stores, and also spread the good word about what they're doing in tandem with whether it's raising donations for Helping Hands, or we just did Christmas Cheer. We always find that the other businesses here are so willing and eager to help. The interconnectedness, the support, and just how quickly we all are to act to help fellow people in our community is really what stands out to me about the community here. Love Local is a movement, it's a platform, and it's also a way of thinking. And I think that's what's really important about having these sorts of things in our community, and never losing sight of the fact that local business truly is the backbone of the Sault Ste. Marie community.
So many great companies in our community, and right now everybody needs to kind of band together in that way that we can, that provides that solid network of support. So shop local, love local, eat local, play local, do it all. All right, okay. All right, so I wanted to draw attention to the Garden River First Nation. So Ojama Andy Rickard announces the multi-year funding commitment to commence the initiative to establish protocols for searches, remains, memorialization, identification, and commemoration of the children of families associated with Garden River First Nation on the unmarked graves. So the project, which started about, a few months ago anyway, will get significant resources dedicated to it over the next 3 years, which will include searches on grounds associated with the former Shingwalk Residential School and the Wawanosh Home for Girls on the grounds that fall within the Garden River traditional territory of Bawating. The process will also include establishing relationship agreements with other third-party entities that are already conducting important archival research and work to bring justice to our children. He did say in a quote, "We can't rush these things. It never works that way. We must keep our families, our children, our elders, our own survivors at the center of these initiatives, and therefore, we must do this right. We have to let our traditional protocols and our customs guide us. Hence, it is vital for us that this project is First Nation-led." So over the next few weeks, then, the Garden River First Nation will begin supplementing its existing capacity to undertake this important work, including securing dedicated mental health support as the community undertakes this difficult journey. This is further work we are doing in restoring and reclaiming the true vision of Chief Shingwalk and his work in having a teaching wigwam and a safe place where our people could receive proper education. So the old chief did not seek a place where we experience loss of language and culture, and for innocent children never to return home to be safe with their families and communities. We acknowledge both Canada and Ontario for their investment into this project, and we look forward to resetting our relationship through this project and correcting history and the voice of our survivors and our families. For truth and reconciliation to find a path forward, the truth must be told and shared for all Canadians to become aware and to understand. All right. Okay. So some very, very wise words there, and certainly looking forward to following this initiative as it moves forward into its growth. All right, so yesterday we did also cover some collisions that did occur. A serious collision had emergency services responding to the north end of the city, and upon arrival, and this was shortly after 4:30 yesterday afternoon, they located what appeared to be a single vehicle collision north of 3rd Line on Old Garden River Road. So a vehicle appeared to be upside down It appeared to be upside down. Okay. Appeared to be upside down in the southbound snowbank facing northbound. So firefighters, police, paramedics, they all attended the scene. There are, in this moment, no word on injuries as a result of the accident, or the incident rather, excuse me. Multiple emergency services personnel reminded Sioux Online, and through us, we are reminding you that the roads are extremely slippery in this moment, and they would like drivers to drive with caution on the roadway. Signals, allowing extra time, allowing extra space, because sometimes stopping, and you don't even have to be going quickly. The momentum of your vehicle carries you forward because there's not a lot of traction available on ice. All right. Yes, Mike, I'm going. I have to talk too, you know. Okay, well, I've got a minute, or the world will end. Somebody test gravity, whatever. Okay, see, we just ate up time right there. Okay, so now, yesterday, shortly before 4 p.m., emergency services did respond to reports of a car on fire in the east end of the city. So this was in about the 1300 block of Queen Street East. A vehicle was found in flames and a second vehicle on the snowbank in the area. So according to one witness, there was someone in the car. Firefighters did pull one person from the car, and this is coming from Tracy Lynn, who was in the area when the firefighters arrived. She said, what bothered me is people kept driving by like no one cared. So a second eyewitness says that he and a few others stopped to help. Oh, see what happens now? I'm all messed up, Mike. Yeah, well, oh no, there's a period there. Okay, so that's the end of that story. A few people did stop to help. So again, you know, symptomatic of some of the good that does exist in our community. For those of you who did choose to drive by, please ensure that you're doing so slowly and safely to ensure that you're not injuring any of the emergency responders. All right. Okay. So now I'm being told we're going over to Craig. So let's go over to Craig to get some more information about this, you know, this weather that's coming at us, this dumping of snow that's going to require everybody to rush out and get a windshield cover.
Well, Heidi, yesterday was Southern Ontario's big snowstorm, and today it's going to be our turn. Well, later on today, we'll take a look at the satellite and show you what we are looking like for this afternoon. We have a cold front right here, but this is a warm front. That's why we're going to see our temperatures kind of rebound above seasonal for today, but it's only going to be for today and tomorrow as we usher in some warmer air. Along with that warmer air comes some light flurry activity, which we are picking up on the radar right now. We can take a look at that. So we have a little bit of system right here. This is the advance of just light flurry activity, which we expect to begin sometime late this morning, early this afternoon. The call is for 2 centimeters of this light fluffy stuff before we start seeing the big heavy snow coming in later on tonight. We'll take a look at the temperatures, minus 10, but we're going to actually fall to that, where our temperatures are up and down today. So we say minus 10, but it's actually that's the temperature we're going to fall to. Minus 12 in Wawa, minus 18 in Timmins, and minus 9 in Sudbury. Now let's take a look at the map and show you this complex system coming in. So here it is right here. It's a boundary, a warm front, and then a cold front. This cold front is going to kick off the heavier snow coming in later on tonight, and also dropping our temperatures again for the rest of the week. Expect anywhere from 10 to 15 centimeters from this system, so we could see some heavy snow on your car tomorrow morning. Just be aware of that. Let's take a look now at your forecast for today. The snow will start later on this morning into the afternoon. Blowing snow for your Wednesday. Actually, we're going to start seeing the blowing snow come in for tonight. But for Wednesday, those winds are going to continue to be there and just flying that snow all around. We really don't anticipate additional accumulation on Wednesday. Temperatures at minus 4, minus 17 for Thursday, and that's that cold air coming in, another shot of cold air, and that's going to stick around for a couple of days. And we have another couple of systems to worry about too. Nothing major, but I'll let you know in the 7-day forecast. Heidi?
Okay, well, thanks for that, Craig. We are going to hop over once again into the world of our sponsors. So go fill your cup, come on back. I'll rip you through some COVID numbers, factoid, and of course, social media. So if you haven't put your comment out there, please do, because I'd love to talk to you. Come on back. first local. Supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Well, good morning and welcome back. So as promised, and I know this is definitely the part of the show that everybody hangs on for, quickly ripping through our COVID numbers. Number of new cases is significantly less than it was yesterday. So 39 new cases. So that adds 34 to the active tally for a total of 602 active cases locally. We do have 11 people still in hospital, so that number has not changed, with one of those individuals reported to be from outside of the Algoma Public Health Unit. Let me see here. So yes, so 5 added to the number of resolved for a total of 2,428 cases. Breaking down the 39 new cases, 26 of those roll up to the Sault Ste. Marie and area. 3 of those were found in North Algoma, 3 in Elliott Lake and area, and 7 in Central and East Algoma. Now, provincially, Ontario health officials did report that 3,887 people are in the hospital with COVID-19, and 578 of those patients are in intensive care. I'm just skimming this to condense it to make sure that we don't run out of time. So Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Kieran Moore, said that the slow growth, along with other indicators, including declining test positivity rates, provides him with some hope that the restrictions that the province reintroduced in early January are working. The province also said last week that approximately 600 ICU beds remain available across Ontario, and also noted that an additional 500 beds could be added as required. So there you go. So there, I've done my duty. Those are your COVID numbers. I want to do a factoid now. I think I've got, I did all of the news today.
Oh my God.
All of it. All of it. It's not a miracle. I can talk quickly when I have proper caffeination levels. Okay, January 18th then, 2007. Islington Green School in North London was fighting plans to turn it into an academy. The school, which found fame when some of its pupils sang on Pink Floyd's hit Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, wrote a new version of the song to sing outside Islington Town Hall as part of their protest. They hope lyrics such as, "We don't need no business control," and "Hey, banksters, leave our kids alone," could persuade authorities to reject the proposal. I think that's really cool. Kind of innovative. Cool. Yeah, I think so. All right.
Social media time.
From Pink Floyd into, so why won't this come up? There we go. Oh, we don't need the sound, just the, okay. All right, so right off the hop, we've got the lovely Margaret McKeag beating everybody to the punch, saying good morning all. Good morning to you, Margaret.
Hey, Margaret.
Jim Whitty, good morning. It is local Use Your Signal Month. Please donate to those who do not seem to have one. You and I are on the same page.
Oh, for
that
sure.
makes me insane.
I get behind those people all the time.
And not in a good way either. You know, you can get behind somebody and be supportive, but other times you're behind the people that just, I don't know, I guess signaling is optional for
It's
some.
just like they just don't think.
No. Bradley says, good morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. Yes. Happy Taco Tuesday to you. Oh, do you know what I tried last week? Have you been to Qdoba?
No.
It's that Mexican eatery on the way out of town. Oh, I had their tacos. They were fantastic.
Oh, yeah. They are pretty good, yeah.
Oh, so good, so good. Okay. Yes. Emma Stafford says, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning to you, Emma. Joanne Burmaster says, good morning. Good morning, Joanne. Tracy Fay says, good morning. Everyone have a good day or have a good and safe day. Yes. You as well, Tracy Fay. Joseph Bertrand says, have a great day. Have a great day, Joseph. Enika, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. You know, Enika, when I watch the show with my mother, she is particularly thrilled when your little messages pop up. So just so you know.
Keep them coming.
You have another fan here in the Sioux. So, Marge Gray, oh, Fergus got lots and lots and lots of snow.
No, did you really?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're snowed in Fergus.
Yeah.
Jim
So
Whitty.
will we.
What?
So will we. later
Oh,
on.
come on, come on.
Sure. I'll get to that in a bit.
Oh, stop it. Yes, the 7-day,
Yes.
7-day, I know. Jim Whitty says, good morning, Mr. Bradley Evoy. I'm not trying to suggest the 7-day isn't important, by the way. I just always feel bad because it's always on the edge of
forgets it.
forgetting. I do. I get so excited by the messages. So good morning. Yes, Jim greeting Brad, Brad greeting Jim, my high school buddies reuniting every morning. All right, Kathy Boren, good morning. Morning coffee crew, yes. Have a great day to you as well, Kathy. Kimberly Seabrook says, good morning all. Good morning to you, Kim. Steve Childs, GTTAHYHAGD.
What's up
So, good Taco Tuesday all. Hope you have a great day. Yes, okay. All right. Oh, and I just hiccup. There we go. Tony Mancuso says, good morning, everyone. Have a great day. You as well, Tony.
Tony.
Drive safe. Jen Buchan says, good morning. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Oh, well, I like that. She's kind of nudging us forward because, you know, Tuesday'd be so much cooler if it was Friday, but it's not. So there it is.
Let's enjoy it.
Thank you, Jen. Good frosty morning from Team Jen and Driver's Seat. Yes, Jen and your team, good morning to you all, doing good work to keep our residents safe. Helene Savoy, good morning. Choose a Lane is also my favorite winter game. Yes, yes. And merci beaucoup. Miss the morning fun and facts. Have a great day, everyone. You as well, merci. I want to just one really quickly to the aggressive driver in the red truck who would have been more comfortable perhaps in my back seat. I will turn when it is safe for me to do so, and no amount of your passive aggression is going to make me turn 1 second sooner.
Jeez.
How do you like me now?
There. And she
All right,
slapped the
7
table
day.
pretty hard.
That's
there,
right.
so
That's right. I'd have slapped
Okay.
him if I could have got a hold of him.
I'm going to press the button and go to the 7-day. There we go. So just to let you know, we're not going to achieve our daytime high today until about 11 o'clock tonight. Just check that, by the way. So we're going to build our temperatures up until sometime close to midnight.
Okay.
And then we're going to start seeing our temperatures drop
All right.
as that cold front comes through. And that's what's going to kick off those substantial heavy snow showers. So we're looking at 10 to 15 centimeters for our day tomorrow. -4, -17 though for Thursday. And we're, again, up and down. Then we settle down with some cooler minus double digit temperatures until, what's that, Saturday next week? So, you know, it's January.
It is January.
I can tell you right now that February is looking warmer, so there's something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, well, you'll change it at the last
I
minute.
won't, I swear.
Whatever. It's what the weather models are saying, Craig. February is going to be hot.
Steamy.
All right, that's all we have for you today. So go forward, you know, be patient, allow extra time, all of that good stuff, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook.